Oh boy. They're just throwing bosses at you left and right. And again, like I was saying before, these bosses are quite different. And that was pretty difficult. If I wouldn't have got, like, all the secret tanks, I would have probably been dead. And if I wouldn't have got that one we just got, I would have been at 7 hit points. I guess that's not too big of a deal. Maybe I wouldn't have been dead. But it just makes it a little easier, and you can afford a little bit more damage. That's what the health tanks really do, it seems like. And you had to utilize your charge shot to shoot the tail, and use your propeller upgrade as well to be able to avoid the first half, but that second half gets a little crazy. Hey, what's up here? See him here? Yeah! Again, we got that droning sound. We're gonna get something? Ooh, a monitor. Huh, okay, well. Looks like we can't do much there. Not sure when those walls are going to break apart, but we only got one more way to go, and we can't go back. Let's see what we got. And that boss was a Serpent 5. Serpent 5. And now this is where the researchers were. Ooh, this looks kind of not promising. Plenty of corpses in this place. Moldy bones. Oof. Here it is. The message log, part 1 of 2. The very source of all the problems. I did some tests in the jungle sector. I've marked the coordinates here. The culprit appears to be a computer virus. Okay, a very well designed one. We kind of thought the security might have been rogue, security AI, so kind of fits our current narrative. It has hijacked all of the, and then it just stopped short. So that computer virus stopped that log. Alright, and so we have, okay, wow, we gotta go all the way up here. Look at that, look how huge that section looks to be. And without that rough map, which I didn't have the first time, you don't see any of those perimeters. So it just looks like a floating white square that's like, go here. And that I was confused because we have been to the jungle area already, and I was very confused with how you get there. My first playthrough. Oh! Okay, don't mind if I do. Save point. Beautiful. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense, I guess. And look at that! Just like magic, we can get, boom, break through blue blocks and get into the teleporter. And now we can explore places where there were blue blocks. And there are plenty. So I can think of one that I want to check for sure, and that was by the lava sector, or that actually more the elevator section. So let's check it out. Teleports work quite nicely. And we will check out the place I want to see. And I think that would be directly to the right. Yes. Don't even need to do a transfer. We're gonna go right straight to it. Fully raw. And a charge shot kills them in 1 hit, because it takes 1 hit, 2 hits to kill them with a weak one. Makes sense. Alright, here we go. Awesome. Aha. Can't just trick me with this dead-end wall. Jeez. I love this. This is like, it's so minimalistic. Maybe you're like in the ductworks of the spaceship or something. It's hard to say. It's just so, it's like there's nothing going on here. Ah. Okay, we can't get that diskette. I don't know how we'd get that. See that little notch right there? It looks like you can, yep. Awesome. Ooh! We appear to be in a completely different section. Looks to be the actual, the ruins that were here before, naturally. Like ancient ruins. It seems to be. Let's give this music a little bit of a listen to while we explore. This is totally a secret area, at least what it seems like. Wonder if we can explore this area fully. Ooh, 3 damage, not good. Dangerous place. Take heed. Oh, you bastard! oh. Whoa! Oh, jeez! Okay, this place is rather dangerous. I don't know if we want to be here yet. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, okay, we're good. Yes! Oh, come on. Okay, good. About to say. Now again, I love how they changed the texture, the background texture there to like bricks. So you look like you're going like actually into the building or into the ancient ruins or temple, whatever this is. And the music's really chill. It's really groovy again. Oh hey! A health tank! Don't mind if I do. What a beautiful little chamber for this health tank. I love that. I love the way this looks. Really cool looking room too. This possibly seizure-inducing I don't know what's going on there. What blue charged laser things? Anyway. Beautiful. Another 2 hit points. Don't mind if I do. That was rather dangerous, and we got a preview of like this section, but we can't go anywhere. So I guess we'll see this place later. And I guess if you came here when you're supposed to, you would see this health tank kind of mocking you, and the only way to actually get it is through the way we went. So that was pretty cool. Oh. I think that's the only thing like that in the entire game. That yellow ball. Yeah, I think that's the only one. Boy, this place is entirely just interesting. Oh, charge shot, right. You can shoot longer. Gotta remember that. And no, you can't beat it. You can't beat it to that diskette. There's gotta be another way to get there. Haha. Nope, don't think so. Now we could explore the jungle, or we could explore some blue blocks. And there's a blue block in the Meridia section, which might lead to that health tank that I definitely want to check out. So I will meet you at that blue block section. And here we are at the blue block section, and it looks like if we don't play our cards right, we're going to get trapped. So yeah, let's make a little stepping stone for us to jump on. Boom, perfect. And we are over here, again, right beside this sandy waterfall. Okay, look at this. You drop down, that's going to be where the health tank is, and we have to go back around. So I drop down, do a double jump, shoot that grapple hook, and land on there. I think that's what we have to do. Okay. Wait a minute. Can we even do this? You know what? Maybe we can't even do this because it's not large enough. Yeah, it looks like we can't even get up there. I don't think we can. Yeah. Dang. Well, I stand corrected. I guess we aren't going to explore this yet. We'll try to look for other blue block areas, and we will start there. You know, on second thought, there really isn't much we can do, I don't think, as soon as we get the ability with the charge beam. So we're going to continue on, and right now we are going to check for this second part of the research log right here, second part of the research log indeed, in the jungle sector. And if you recall, we were here at first, originally, I think in part 2 or something. But the problem was that we couldn't proceed any further due to lack of ability. Well, now we have the charge shot, and we have the grapple hook. So maybe those two things combined will allow us to explore here further. So now we are going to be in the jungle sector, which we now know is what it's called, properly. Again, the music is just quite dreamy. Using the word lullaby often here, but a lot of this music is very peaceful, very tranquil. Just gives you a... Ooh, you can actually hit this thing with the charge shot. That's good to know. However, we don't really want to mess with that. Also, if you recall, where the green Blatty is here, this nice frog, this part was a little bit dangerous with the poison water, the blasting of the pink diskette here, and the white tentacles. But we have the hookshot ability, so now we can, I think we can shift over. Ouch! Poison did give me a little nick there. That poison's instant damage. It's disgusting. Ooh, look at that! Indeed, we have a teleporter, which is going to be useful when we need to go back to the jungle sector, although, admittedly, it's a little annoying that it's in this, you have to go through this little gauntlet every time. But going back to this, it is interesting to see that this is kind of reminiscent of the first mine area, the way that this teleport room is structured. So it's definitely just kind of like wedged into the jungle sector, or wedged into the vegetation here, I guess you could say. Whoa, okay. All right. That wasn't too shabby, I guess. I think I'm going to go back down and give a quick save, though, because it did take enough damage. A little bit past my comfort level, I would say. So let's definitely get back and get a little quick refill. There's no reason to venture forward. Since we just got a save point right there, it's quite unlikely we're going to get a save point until at least a few more challenges in rooms. So indeed, we need the grapple hook to proceed further. We could have got the grapple hook from the lava sector and came back here, although in reality we really couldn't until we got the teleport access. So when we got the teleport access, we could have not continued through the... Ooh. Now these spiders aren't too dangerous when we have the charge shot. They took 4 hit points last time. Now they only take two charge shots. But we weren't able to... We could come here without getting the charge shot and without fighting the Serpent 5. However, this is definitely where we need to go now, so we're in good pace with the game's canonical arc, I guess you could say. And we look to be like the surface, the very top of this jungle section, like the treetops, the landmass, the very top of this artificial landmass, with seem to be defunct missile turrets of some sort and these typical hopper characters that I don't think you can hurt. Yep, you can't hurt without a charge shot, and they have quite the durability there. So what do we got here? Okay, missing scientists in the temple. So there's the proper entrance to the temple that we did a quick preview when we went to get that health tank in that secret section. Okay, so this large drilling robot has collapsed the tunnel, the entryway to the actual entrance of this temple, and you can see this effigy right here. Definitely a little Chozo-like. Something quite native, not artificial, is present here. We can feel it. And it's cool that even though this area is primarily tree, jungle type of section, this kind of also gives like just a surface. It's like the planet's surface, if you will. Although there's a huge dome across anything that is outer space. So when I asked that question, I think in the Serpent 5 area where we fought the boss, that is all enclosed by a glass dome because humans were here. And humans cannot survive in the vacuum of space without it being isolated. So we can't go anything over there. We need to be able to turn a generator on, and I wonder where that generator location could be. We'll have to figure out where that entrance indeed may be. And these things are quite strong. And you have to charge shot. So that's kind of a clue in. If you came here, which you could, there's no... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I need to go back and check. I think they block you right here, right? Yeah. So right here, you would have to turn around if you didn't, and you'd have to go to the underwater section. Okay, so... They do kind of stop you right there. I would think that maybe if you realize you couldn't kill these blue large enemies, these blue hoppers, in one with your regular blaster, you'd be like, maybe I shouldn't be here yet. But a flat-out wall is also a good thing. And these enemies are quite actually, they're specifically only located in the jungle sector. Those scorpion-like things with the tail and the tarantula-like enemies that shoot little plasma balls. And they're definitely dangerous because of their elongated tail attack. And personally, I find them actually be kind of a bit of a nuisance. Luckily, they're only found in this area. Oh yeah, now if we see, we can definitely jump onto some of the branches here. And it looks very suspicious if you check that one block kind of floating up here. So indeed, we can do that. Now, let's just, before we continue further too far up there, let's keep going. Let's pretend we didn't know that. Although through trial and error and through just exploration, we would kind of figure that out. Yeah, I gotta watch that hit point. Your hit points are not definitely a finite number. Oof, don't just take damage for no reason, buddy. Indeed, some of the branches here are surprisingly sturdy enough to support a moving robot. A robot of all things. And they're visibly distinguishable from the weaker ones even, which basically the thicker ones that are more lit, they're more foreground versus background, that's the ones that you can jump on. And this one, for sure enough, you have no option. You have no way to go at all unless you jump to this right here, or else you're going down into the poison water. So again, another clue in of what maybe you need to do. But you can't grapple. They're only like jump through platforms. And again, we got red blocks, which we know we need an energy dash in order to bypass those. So we'll have to see what's going on up here. Okay, it seems to be a dead end. There are a lot of dead ends here with very suspicious looking areas. Like, this looks like there would be something here. I don't know. Evidently not, but just could be just the way they just place the environment, make it kind of look like it was a real place, I suppose. A real place as far as a environmental station could be. Which I suppose, not too far in the future, that is quite possible. Got the International Space Station after all. Okay, so now we use that information that we learned to be able to go on these branches, and sure enough, we find that, which does something down there. However, I wonder if we can go a little further. Maybe not. Okay, looks like we can't. Okay, looks like we can't. And that got rid of that barrier here. And we go further into the jungle sector. We're going actually a little bit underground this time. Okay, what do we got? Okay, impasse right here. Ooh, jeez. Careful with this. Careful with that. Luckily, they're all in the same... They were kind of like aligned right there, so they weren't too dangerous. Okay, and, Up, yep. Don't trick me. Ooh. Oh, just missed it. All right, well, we'll have to see if we can come back later. Maybe we just take a return trip there. Watch it, buddy. Jesus, those things are really bad. But luckily, we got a repair station, so we're good to go. Yep, I did know that. I told everybody that, part 2, beginning of it, actually. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess the green ones, I guess sometimes the blue ones also give game. That's a little inconsistent. I think it should have been green, personally, but hey, now we can kill that smasher bug. If you recall, that was a ricochet sound when we shot it with our regular blaster. And a little tucked away here. Okay, follow this. It's a good thing to always follow the switch of where that's going because it gives you a good clue of what opened when you do that. And these things are invulnerable until they get up. And when they get up, they're also can hurt you. And you know, right there, I'm seeing possibly dash blocks right there. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe I've ever broken through those dash blocks in my previous. So let's remember that because that might be a blind discovery right there. That's exciting. And another thing to note is that even though the jungle sector has changed to a different type, we're like in the deeper part of it, like the underground part of the jungle sector. So you got like this red clay or vegetation of some sort area now. And all sorts of things going on right here. Okay, that's the way back. Don't want to do that. Not right now, at least. These kind of test your patience. You gotta just make sure you wait for them to pop out of their shell. And again, we see this like air conditioning in the background there to show you that this is indeed a conditioned area. This is something man-made, and I like that. Not every background has those fans like that. Actually, that might be one of the only rooms that does that. A teleporter and a save point. Fantastic. Yeah, can't get any further from here. The roots are blocking our way. Plant growth control system is broken. Alright, where's the growth override switch? Okay, he didn't really say where it was. He just kind of said he knows where it is. Well, okay, we have to find it ourselves. Hopefully we find a growth override, or else we can't proceed down there any further, and something tells me that we're going to have to be able to do that. Oh, terrible enemy. Let's see what we got. Okay. Maybe create a little stepping stone? Yeah. There we go. Something to note is that when you try to press into a robot height, your height, little tunnel. Ooh! Bad bees. Oh, that's bad. Okay, let's kill that. Oh, those are bad. I forgot about that enemy. That's a rare enemy, the beehive wasp type monster baddie guy. But yeah, if you try to hold in forward to a your height robot space, you'll kind of like slow down and like slow your fall and eventually fit into it. Something to keep a note that you can fit into that in the midair when you're jumping. Okay, these things are ultra dangerous, but luckily you can shoot like this. A very good way to handle this, and then you gotta just boom, get them all aligned, no problem. AI control room to sort things out. A path to the control room located in the volcanic sector. I guess with some heat-resistant suits, we can make it there. Oh, so that maybe we can get some sort of heat resistance and explore in the actual heated areas a lot easier. Want to hit that switch because that's a shortcut down. Okay, this is terrible. Oof, boy. Luckily, that does open up a little cheat right here. Well, shortcut, I guess, or way back up. All right. This is kind of a fun little jump. You don't want to double jump, and you kind of want to just not hold in the jump button. You want to slowly bounce around. I actually was pointing my finger at those three gravity wells there. Kind of funny how that works. You would never know that, though. Oh, I just told you. Okay, so we have to be getting somewhere. Are we getting closer to research? We're not. I mean, we're getting closer, but we're not in that section. And there's another glass pipe, which reminds me of the underwater section. But we're not. I'm not really sure where we're going. We're kind of mindlessly hoping we're going to get somewhere. Ah, this must be the growth control room. And we've got a little platforming puzzle. We don't want to take damage if we don't have to, so if we just do a careful grapple hook and a double jump, we should make it safely on the other side. Yeah. The growth control system has been shut down. You can almost hear the plant life ceasing to grow. Oh man, that's kind of unfortunate. Don't want to kill plants, but if we need to proceed, I guess in the name of progress. Yeah, look at this. Suddenly, the entire plant growth is destroyed and everything is rotted and decayed. Wow, it must have been really just life-sustaining energy for those plants, that growth control system. You think a plant system wouldn't die that quick, but it must have been artificial. And now we can't drop here. So a lot of places have been created like a kind of a barrier of sorts due to this. So now everything's kind of a little different how we navigate. Kill that thing quick, please. Yeah, look at that. We can't. It's cool. We're returning to the exact same large room, but they're utilizing this large room in a different way. Oh, those things are horrible. 10 hit points left. Be careful. And now we are suddenly a lot. Oh, that's why. Look, the fans have stopped. The fans have stopped. So maybe it like deprived the entire place of oxygen of some sort, because that would be okay for a robot. And there's random little butterflies right there. I don't recall that too often. Is that everywhere? Or is that just right there? Wonder why they're living. Of course, we got this thing. Why can't this thing die from the plant growth? All right. We're back down here, and this time those roots are gone, and we have a save point. Something tells me this is going to lead us to something, somewhere possibly dangerous. I don't know, guys. Yeah, this could only be a foreshadowing moment. Let's see what we have. So, quite a boss. 3 different forms to that boss, which I really like about this game. You never get, it's never gonna just be, oh, that's it. A lot of times, if you think that was a little too easy, it probably was. What I like about this boss in particular is that there are a lot of things going on. First of all, you got the center target. You got to figure out the vulnerability, which is the rotating eye when it finally comes out. You got to avoid thorns shooting from you from both sides. The plant growth spikes rise up from the ground, forcing you to have to take a higher platform, being very close to be able to hit by those thorns. And it pukes up red balls that you can take cover from, unless the roots are coming up. Then you got to avoid another thing. Then you got to shoot this rotating eye. Then it starts to move around with its festering weak point, and you have to hit it right at that right position. So you have to use the grapple hook to kind of maneuver your way around and not get hit, because the roots, they come up the whole way because all your platforms are gone. So you have to take the gravity well up. Then finally, it's like a floating legion-like character, some sort of infested plant growth with a mind of its own floating towards you, and you have to shoot it and just try to avoid huge balls of energy that cause quite a bit of damage, if I recall. So, that is it for the Overgrowth. Let's see what we get as a reward. Okay, bit quiet here. Chop right through. Interesting, we got that lightning that we recall from the volcanic sector after we got the hook shot, and red blocks that we can't pass. And here's the research log, part 2. Important. Going to try to probably talk about this one verbatim because this is core plot. Robots and mechanical equipment on the station and is using them for its own ends. Interesting. The virus is capable of quickly spreading from machine to machine, so it poses a threat to all equipment. In fact, I'm convinced that it has already compromised the station's AI. If that is true, nothing on the station is safe. The virus will be literally everywhere. Not good. As far as I know, none of the attempts at evacuating the station have succeeded for this very reason. I'd say that the only way to ensure that the virus doesn't end up spreading even further is to destroy it, or the whole station, which might be somewhat easier. Usually, deactivating the AI wouldn't be all that hard. However, the recent earthquakes have closed off the AI control room. I think I heard that the only way there goes through the volcanic sector now. Second time we've heard that. The only way to get to the AI control station is through the volcanic sector. End of message log. Alright, we've got to find a way to get heat-resistant equipment to explore the volcanic sector further so we can get to the station AI and shut down the station AI so the computer virus cannot cause any more harm. Not good. And I love where this power-up is. Look how cool. Look how isolated and how just like this is the center point. I love this room. Very awesome. What is it?